Coach, Cavs had that 14-2 run there late in the third quarter.
Yeah.
What allowed them to gain momentum during that stretch?
I look back at the turnovers, us give live ball turnovers, allowing them to get out on the break and run. I think Donovan Mitchell, to his credit, he had a hell of a basketball game. Similar to when we played Brooklyn. You do a good job defensively, and then one guy gets going.
You guys did fight back, got within 8 twice late. Did you like the fight in the teams and effort down the stretch?
I love our fight and our effort. We talk about that with the certain games, what we did last game as to what we did tonight. The resiliency that they showed, cleaning up the rebounding situation, holding them to 5 offensive rebounds. When we've been talking about a rebounding situation, and these guys did a better job of concentrating on those details of the game.
Markel played 30 minutes, Cole 29. Did they just play more because you liked what you saw out there from them?
A lot of it towards the back end. I think there was 3.5 minutes left, and we decided to make one quick push for the game, and they ended up staying out there a little longer than would have liked to. But I really love their fight, their resiliency, and their wanting to go after it the way they did. I mean, that's who we have to continue to be.
For a guy like Paolo, who's just a rookie, new to the league, when the losses start piling up, what is the message to him to keep himself motivated, to keep his spirits high?
Well, it's one of those things where you continue to talk about the process, how he's learning the league, understanding the different situations he's going to find himself in, how he continues to take care of his body. But, again, it's part of the growth process with this group, understanding how we can close out games and continue to keep ourselves in position to be in games. Thank you, guys.
Cole, Cavs had that 14-2 run late in the third quarter. What allowed them to gain momentum during that stretch, help them to kind of build that?
You said in that third quarter, you said?
Yeah, late in the third quarter they had a 14-2 run. Do you recall, some things that may have happened that kind of?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think we kind of came out and started that third quarter a little bit flat, and it kind of went through the whole quarter. And we were already down 7, and so that 7 turns into about 18 or something like that. And from that point, it's a good basketball team. It's hard to come back against a team in one quarter that that has that big a lead. I mean, obviously, I think we went out there and fought, but that's difficult to do. We just we were a little sloppy, and we just got to clean it up.
You guys did pull within 8 twice down the stretch. Did you like the fight of the team? The effort obviously raised there late in the game. Did you feel like you guys were starting to push a little harder in those closing moments?
Yeah, I mean, I think as a team, I thought we played a pretty solid game. Aside from a bunch of careless turnovers. How many turnovers do we have?
I think it was 18.
18, yeah, that's too much. Especially against a team like this. They're a good team. They made us pay every opportunity that they had. So we gotta clean that stuff up, and might have a better chance to win in the game next time.
You mentioned Donovan Mitchell before, but just how explosive was he tonight? It just looked like he found his spots whenever he wanted to.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's a pretty solid player now. Donovan's he's a very good player. I mean, he's an all-star, man. So we got to do a better job of not letting him get going early. I thought that first quarter, we let him get a few easy looks, and as a player, and I just know this is me the way I think. If I hit my first couple shots, I'm gonna start feeling good. I'm gonna start playing with the game with some more rhythm. My confidence gonna go up even more than it already is, and so that's he made us pay.
You played 29 minutes tonight, scored 19 points. How comfortable were you out there? It seemed like your endurance is good despite missing so many games.
Yeah, I don't get out of shape. Pretty simple. I don't get out of shape, man. Shout out to Tador, though. He helped me stay in shape.
Anything else?
Moe, the Cavs made that 14-2 run there late in the third quarter that pushed their lead to 20. What did you see out there as far as what helped Cleveland kind of gain momentum during that time?
It felt like they obviously they were shooting super well. You got to give them credit. They played super well from the three-point line today, and I think we kind of allowed some transition buckets that led to easy baskets for them. And yeah, maybe runs are okay. That stuff happens, but maybe that run was a little too big. At some point you got to fight against it, and I think we did that a little late. So yeah.
You guys did pull within 8 twice there down the stretch. Did you like the fight of the team, the effort there toward the end?
Yeah, I think you hit that right on the head. I think we got to stay positive after a night like this. We found a way to come back, and there were a lot of self-inflicted mistakes out there in that third quarter, in the first half as well. But I think the way we came back in that fourth quarter shows a lot about the chemistry and the characteristics of this team. And it's on us to kind of carry that with us into the next couple weeks.
What are the keys when someone like Donovan Mitchell is kind of getting in rhythm? We saw it with Kevin Durant a few days ago. Like, what do you tell your teammates, or what do you tell yourself as far as making sure that you don't let one guy try to beat you?
Well, obviously, you come up with different coverages, but then at the same time, I think you got to lock in even more on those little things that you can control, like transition baskets, rebounding, turnovers. Those things, they'll kill you, especially if players like that go off. That happens in the NBA. But again, I think we've said this the whole way. I think this team is very confident in their ability, and if we take care of our things, feel like we can win against anybody. And yeah, we got to continue to believe in that and work on that.
When you made your first start of the season tonight, how are you feeling, and how would you assess the way you played?
I don't really assess generally. I just come to work with a smile and give my best, and I'll tell you that I'm slowly getting in shape. You can do rehab as long as you want, but playing is a whole different story. So I'm kind of relieved that I don't feel cell shocked anymore after a game like this, and kind of slowly getting into my game shape.